Aquaba, and welcome to Expat Life Ghana. I'm Ayo, and this is Tony, and we are documenting our move from Texas to Ghana as we go beyond the return.
In this video, we're talking about some basics every Westerner should know about the Ghanaian culture.
Absolutely, including some serious no-nos.
Serious ones, you want to stay tuned? So let's get this video started.
When planning your first trip to Africa, there are some essential cultural things you should and should not do.
You got that right.
Especially when coming here to Ghana.
Yes. So let's start with 7 things you absolutely should do.
Okay, these are the approved list, right?
Yes, this is the thumbs up list.
Okay, so the first one.
Handshake.
Da, da, da. Yeah.
Before COVID, there was a traditional Ghanaian type handshake. And it involved a shake, a palm grip, and a snap when you release.
Yes. But then with COVID, it changed a little bit because people are kind of doing the fist bump instead of shaking. So you might have someone greet you and they're going to put their arm up like that.
Right, yeah.
And then...
For what we're doing in Ghana, a little different though. We're doing the actual fist bump.
Fist bump.
And then we do like that.
So you are going to have to navigate your greetings. It could be a couple of different things. It depends on how far post-COVID you're traveling and kind of what is cool in the region that you're in. But just know, if someone's coming at you with a fist, bump and heart. If someone's coming with you with an arm,
you just cross that out.
Cross it out. And then if someone's coming you with a handshake, you're going to do the full-on shake snap.
Shake snap.
So just keep that all in mind.
People will also verbally say, "Oh, I salute you." If they can't, if they're out of reach or something like that, that they're not able to shake your hand or greet you with a pound, they'll say, "Oh, I salute you," and just out of respect, common greeting.
Yeah, you are really down with the handshake snap thing. I don't do that with other ladies.
I've done that with ladies before, so it's...
Yeah, and I've had guys do it with me, but a lady has never... A lady to lady, I don't think that's...
I think there may be a Ghanaian lady thing that you haven't caught up to yet.
Oh my God, but I greeted a Ghanaian lady the other day and she kissed me and I was like, I've been here for a year and no one has ever kissed me on... Like, she kissed me on the cheek and I was like, that was awkward.
Oh wow, yeah. That's a new one. I usually don't see that.
Not at all. And it was funny because it was like, it's face mask time too. So it was like, anyway. So there still could be some surprises in here and they may change based on gender. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, just remember Ghanaian people are very welcoming.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so number 2 is you are an invited. If you hear this, it's an invitation that you'll hear if you go to someone's house and they're like actively eating.
Yeah, you don't even have to be at their house. You can just be out some. I ran into a person, they were at work, and it was lunchtime. They were the only person there, and they were having lunch. Mouthful of food, and the guy's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're invited."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Okay, no thanks, but I just need to know where the soap is." So it's just a matter of you caught them as they're eating, and the polite thing to do is to ask if you would like some. It's usually not an actual invitation. It's done out of courtesy, but they're really not asking you to sit down with them.
Yeah, but I think drinks are different. Like if someone brings you or offers you a bottle of water or a juice or a drink or something, you better drink that.
Yeah, take that. Stay hydrated. I don't know, just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, if someone, I did that one time earlier in our visits. It was like, I really wasn't thirsty, and that was the thing. And I was like, "Oh, no, you're invited." I was like, no, I'm okay. And they looked at me like I had just...
Yeah, I was like, I'll drink it for her, because I didn't want to spoil the relationship. But.
Yes. So, although food might be something that you can say that you're okay, if someone's offering you a drink, or especially water or a juice, you should definitely just take that one. All right, next up, number 3.
Left hand.
Ooh.
Okay.
The story of 2 hands here.
All right.
What do you do with your right hand, Tony?
So your right hand is used for shaking and eating. and your left hand is used for not shaking and eating. It's used for the toilet.
For what comes after the eating.
Right, exactly. So you don't want to disrespect people by giving something with your left or receiving something with your left. You always want to be mindful, waving hi with your left or anything, receiving, giving money with your left. Don't do that. Just wave with your right hand, say hi, all that. Shake with your right hand. Don't. It's just a cultural thing.
Yeah, and it's interesting because if you are living closer to the city or living in a cross central, you might find that this is a little less stringent, you know, like people are a little looser with it, whereas the further out you get and the more rural you get, the more people are really connected to the left-right. So, you know, your location will matter a little bit in this, but in general, that's going to be true. What do lefties do?
Oh, wow. They always apologize for the left.
Yeah.
And that's something if somebody has something in their right hand and they absolutely have to hand you something with their left, they will apologize. I apologize for the left.
And I've been in places where there was a left-handed person keeping notes in a group, and she apologized to the whole group for writing with her left hand. And I was like, oh my God, you have to apologize to everybody? But it was a mixed group of people who were kind of urban and rural. I'd never, in all the time that I've known her before that, heard her do that before, but it was because it was like a fresh, different group of people. So, you know, lefties do have to be a little bit more aware. It's not like you just get a pass because you're left-handed. So kind of keep that in mind.
Right.
All right, next one.
Flexible timekeeping. But I'm getting better at the Ghanaian timekeeping, which means I don't keep time.
It's really annoying. It's so annoying to me, but
times are more of a suggestion. So if you say 5 o'clock, expect people to show up about 6:30.
So what happens when you call someone and they're like, I'm coming?
I'm coming. That means, you know, I'm not dressed yet, but I know the event is happening. I'm coming.
I'm gonna shower after I eat, and then I'll get dressed and be on my way.
I'm coming.
What does it mean when someone says, I'm close?
That means they're walking out of the house and right now. They're just jumping into their transport to get there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm close is better than I'm coming.
But not by much. You're still going to be waiting for a good little minute. So
Absolutely.
Just keep that in mind. All right, next up is greeting when you enter a room. So this is kind of like I had to relearn this because I'm used to greeting a host first and then kind of working by relation.
Working down, yeah.
And you kind of have to know how people are related within a room. But here you definitely greet differently. You, first off, want to make sure you greet everyone.
Right.
When you
want to greet
come
everyone.
Into the room. So make sure that you're greeting everyone.
And then as you enter the room, you want to greet people from the right to the left.
Yes.
And
counterclockwise.
Yes. And that is because your palm placement, if you're going right to left, your palm is aligned to shake. So that's one reason.
So another reason is actually because of how you're seated within a room. So if you're going to like an event, even something like a funeral, people are seated in accordance to their status. So although you might walk into someone's house and people are just kind of sitting wherever, if you're going to an event, people are seated very purposefully. And so the greeting from right to left actually works because of how people are hierarchy in the relationship. Place, So you'll start with kind of your greeter and move on. So just really be aware when you're coming into a room that you want to say hello to everyone. And if it's a formal event, you want to make sure that you are always greeting right to left. All right. The next one, waste not. Waste not. I feel like that was real.
Eat what you ordered. They do give big portions here.
Yes. I mean, I do have to say that we've gone out to places and been like, oh my God, we're so hungry. Or with a group and we're like, we're so hungry. And everyone orders a meal. And the food comes and it's
a meal for two.
Every single plate is a meal for two. Yeah. And we ordered 4 because there were 4 people. So now we can feed a table of 8. And none of us are that hungry.
Yeah. So just be mindful that some of the portion sizes are big.
Yes, and you don't want to leave a ton of food behind.
Right, that's kind of frowned upon.
Yeah, and I think the other part of that too is that you don't want to waste food in your own fridge either. If you take away food and you take it home and you're not going to eat it, give it to someone who can eat it.
Yeah, do something productive with it or whatever. Just
don't waste food.
Don't waste food.
All right, next up.
Washroom toilet.
This one I made you add on here, but
know.
it's so important, you guys.
Because we say bathroom in the States. Oh, I need to use the bathroom.
Don't come here and ask for a bathroom.
Yeah, if you go to the restaurant and say, hey, where's the bathroom? They're going to look at you a little crazy.
Okay, so part of that is because a traditional Ghanaian home is built with a toilet room and a shower room, and those are two different places. So the toilet is where the toilet is. The bathroom or the washroom is where the shower is. So if you are out, if you go to somebody's house and you ask for the bathroom, they're going to wonder why you want to take a shower at their house.
Yeah, like, hey.
Did you do that at your house before you came? But yeah, at a restaurant, Luke has gotten some really weird looks.
Yeah, where's the bathroom?
So definitely.
That's a Western thing, the bathroom. We have everything in one room, and here everything is separate, or most places.
I think that's an important one for people to know. I can't believe you didn't want me to add that.
It's good to know.
That's an important one.
Just say toilet room when you gotta go.
Or you can say the ladies or the gentlemen's.
Or the wash closet. They call it wash closet?
A water closet?
Water closet. Water closet.
Water closet. So just, don't call it a bathroom. Don't ask for the washroom. You'll get some weird looks.
Absolutely.
Okay, so those were the 7 things.
Yeah, those are 7 things that you need to do.
Drop a comment below and let us know what you think.
But there are also 7 things you should absolutely not do.
Yes, doing these things would be considered rude and will not be well received by locals here. So
absolutely. Now there are some exceptions in place, but in general, don't do it.
You had to get your motombo.
All
right. No. Okay, here we go. Please, number 1. Don't compare Ghana to your home country when you're sitting around talking.
Yes, in America we do it like this, or in America we have this.
Yeah, we know. In my home country we don't do it this way. We do it this way. Yo, just please don't do that. It's rude.
Right. I mean, if you wanted things to be how they are in your home country, you could have stayed in your home country.
In fact, go back now. Well, that might be how people feel if you continue to do that.
Oh, there you go. Number 2, don't flaunt wealth. Be modest. Don't flaunt your flashy clothes, big cash, or jewels.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now that one of the things that people compliment others on here is being humble. Like, being humble is like one of the top compliments that you can receive. Mm-hmm. And so if you come here and you're not humble and you don't act with humility, it's really, it's not accepted well. You're not received well. So don't be flaunty.
Yeah, just be happy knowing you have it, and mindful that people around you may not have it. So it's a bad look to be out there like a little kid. Oh, look what I got. Don't.
I know. Well, and I think too that the tourist, you don't even know how bad some people have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might be at a place and you're kind of acting flashy and flaunty, and the person that's sweeping the floor lives in a 1-room shack with their entire family. And that flauntiness is really... Just don't do it. Just be humble.
And just to add on to what you just said, there are some people here who don't look like they have millions of dollars. But they do. So when you come here and like, oh, look at me, I have this, I have that. There are people here with more money than you that
are way more humble.
They live a very humble life, and it's just humble yourself.
Yes, completely.
Humble yourself.
Absolutely.
Next up, we have don't smoke in public.
Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? I honestly can't even tell you where to buy cigarettes.
Right. They're all over.
Are they?
You don't notice them, but
I don't even notice them, and I don't notice smokers.
And the thing is, how they're advertised in the West is it's very prominent. Where here it's small, very off to the side type section for the cigarettes. So you don't yeah, like you said, you don't see it, but they're there. It's just people just aren't smokers here.
Yeah, and you have to be really, like, if you are a smoker and you want to go out and have a cigarette, just be really mindful of the smell. That's something that you just need to be hyper aware of. People in there have the windows open in their homes, so you might go outside to smoke and really
you're smoking
just smoking right in somebody's house.
Yeah, so and you see more Westerners smoking. I very rarely see a Ghanaian smoke. It's if I go to a outside restaurant or something like that.
Like a club.
There's a group of Westerners smoking. It's like they're always off to the side or something. So it's just and to add on to that, the cigar in public is illegal here in Ghana.
What?
Cigar smoking in public is illegal in Ghana.
Really?
Really?
You can't smoke a cigar.
You're not supposed to. It's
You're right, though. I've never seen anybody smoking a cigar.
Yeah, and there you have it. The smell people just don't like, so.
Interesting. Well, you can. There are some like outside clubs and bars where they do allow you to smoke. So.
Yeah, and there are in Accra. There's a couple cigar bars, but those are private venues. But public, don't do it.
Interesting. So interesting. Okay, next up, kind of on the bar vibe is don't be a drunken sailor.
That's right.
I didn't know if I should write it like that, but it kind of encapsulates everything.
Right.
You want to not be a drunken sailor.
Yes. Use moderation in drinking. You don't want to be the drunk person.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you don't see like a lot of alcoholics or that type of thing. You know, it's just moderation.
Yeah,
goes a long way here.
And I think that part of that too is that if you are drinking to consumption, you're not doing it out in public. You know,
Right.
So if that's your thing and you really
You want to drink to pass out? Do it at home.
do it at your house. The other part is you can't be a drunken sailor with your words. You cannot have a potty mouth out in public. Profanity in public is really frowned upon.
Yes.
And I was upset with a vendor and I said the S word. Oh, no, I didn't say. I said WTHELL. Can I spell that on? I don't even know. So he looked at me though, like, his eyes got big. I was like, oh, really? HE double hockey sticks? Can't say that out in public? That seems like a pretty, safety kind of word. It wasn't even that bad.
Choose your words carefully.
Yeah, the face on that guy was. He did give me a better price though.
No, well, there you go. Well, there you go.
So, next up.
Next up, we have don't talk politics in mixed company.
Yeah.
I just don't talk politics, but especially not in mixed company.
Oh my God, it's not even worth getting into the conversation. Like, seriously, just avoid it. You might be curious about how politics work here. Ask an individual that you know, not in a big group. And it doesn't even matter if it's local or international. Even if you feel empowered to talk about American news or American politics, just seriously avoid the conversation.
Yeah, there's a lot of different views here of how the government should be run.
Just like everywhere.
It's like, I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like regional identification.
Yes.
Where you're from.
Where you're from. We visited Tamale, and a former president was from Tamale, and you could see the love that they still give him. Mm-hmm. And it's like, whoa. But you can see what he did for that region.
Right.
So.
But you would talk about that same person in a different region, and people would look at you like, oh, you were talking about
the devil.
Stalin.
And so it's like, just don't talk politics because you don't know who you may be offending.
Right.
And, some people take their politics serious.
And depending on what region you're in, you might say something political and it really be taken offensive. People are offended by what you said. Correct. Or that you even have that opinion, like that you don't have the right to have that opinion. So just steer clear altogether.
Right.
All right. Next up, don't get upset about the customer service.
Absolutely. The wait staff is already paid. A gratuity is usually added on, but it's minimum. And
you just have to remember, like in the
just,
States, right? You get a waitress gets like $2.35 an hour plus tips, so they need the tips in order to survive. The expectation is that you are going to tip even if you didn't get good service. But here it's different. The employees are paid.
right.
They're all paid.
And whether you get good service or not, they really don't care because they got paid already.
And you can see that in the service.
All right. So, a couple of friends and I were out, and we did a reverse tip where put the money on the table, said, "This is your tip," and we got better service because they knew they were working for some extra. And just something we tried. It worked for us because we didn't want to get bad service. And
interesting.
Yeah,
because the assumption, and people in the States come with our, like our cultural
mentality of we're going to tip.
We're going to tip everyone, and that's interesting because they just don't expect it at all.
They don't expect tips. So when a Westerner comes, they're like, "Oh, this guy's going to tip." I don't know.
They don't know.
And when you do, they're surprised. And if something's 85 CDs and you give them 90 CDs and you say, "Oh, that's you," and they'll bring you the 5 CD change. It's, "Oh no, that's you," and they're confused. They're like,
they are.
Really? Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now this is not everywhere, but
right.
You know what I actually kind of get annoyed by are the people who tip everybody. Please don't be
For
that
everything.
person either. You're not going to tip the doorman, the guy who does everybody, all the way down. People are getting paid here. The tipping, doing that is actually goes back to the being excessive thing.
Right.
Like it's too much. So what you're really doing is you're complimenting someone who goes above and beyond. Because the people here in Ghana are trained for this Ghana culture of not tipping. And this is just how business is done here. So we know it's different back home, but don't bring that
back home here.
Don't bring back home here. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, next
up, we have
last one. This is the last
This is the
one.
last one. It's an important one too, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. Don't take people's pictures without their permission.
Yeah, this is a big thing, and you might be really compelled to do it, even
Yeah.
like you're in the
capture
market,
that moment,
right?
and you want that great shot.
Yeah, you just really want to ask for permission. It's really disrespectful if you don't. So if you see that there's a great shot, you really want to take it, ask the person if it's okay. A lot of times they'll say yes. I've had people say no before, and for reasons that they don't have to share. So I mean, obviously,
Right.
but sometimes it's because they don't feel comfortable with what they're wearing, or how they look, or
It's
where they
something
are.
spiritual. They don't like their
Yes.
photo taken. It takes their soul. Who knows? But whatever. Be mindful. You're in a different country. Things roll different here.
They completely do. Okay, wait though. Before we're done, because that was all 7.
Okay. That was
I have a bonus, and you don't even like my bonus because you see it didn't get added to the list.
Hi, I'm Leo. Subscribe right now.
Ladies, when you are packing or when you are coming and going out here in Ghana, there's one thing that you should leave behind, and that is, what do you call them? You call like
the booty shorts. The cut-off blue jean booty shorts.
I was gonna call them Daisy Dukes booty shorts.
Ah,
Okay,
even better.
don't bring the booty shorts. Who was that who said that to you?
It was one of our vendors, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we can tell the Americans by the cut-off jean booty shorts they all wear." And I thought about it. It was funny, but then a couple days later, I stopped and I had some guests with me, and lo and behold, 2 of them were wearing the cut-off jean booty shorts, and I couldn't help but to laugh because of what they said to me a couple days prior. I'm like, and then I started noticing all of the Western women, not all, but a good majority of them, wear these cut-off jean booty shorts.
You gotta put your booty away.
Hey.
You gotta put your
Not
it's
me.
just not done like the short stuff. I mean, some people do, but you have to be really mindful. It's not like I'm running out to the grocery store.
Some people do, and I think you have to be thoughtful of who those people are that do that.
Good point. Okay, so leave your Daisy Dukes, your booty shorts at home. And if you do bring them, just wear them around the house so that you're comfortable, not necessarily out and about.
Yeah.
So
If you're trying to blend in, the booty shorts won't help.
All right. Gosh,
All right.
Those are not modest at all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it.
Yeah, these tips will help you acclimate to the culture and assimilate with the locals.
Yep. So there you go. 14 do's and don'ts for your next trip to Ghana that will keep you on the up and up. By the way, are you on your way to Ghana? Are you coming? I hope you're coming. Like, if not, just come right now. But if you are on your way to Ghana, be sure to join the closed Facebook group, Expat Life Ghana Facebook group. It is especially for Westerners and expats who are either planning their trip, planning their move, or have already made it here to Ghana. And it's important to be in the group because
We'll be having a meetup this month, and you don't want to miss it. This is in a totally new location. We've had the last two in Tema. This one's going to be in Accra, in specific East Legon.
I like having them in Tema because I'm close to the house.
I know, I was thinking about that. So,
But listen, we only share the details to our meetups in the closed Facebook group. So if you are not part of the group yet, make sure that you join in. That way you can meet up with us in real life.
absolutely. That's all we have for today. Charlie out for now.
But not all of those at one time. Did you see him dancing?
I didn't see him dancing. I was trying to figure out another reason why they do it is I have no idea.
No, it's actually how you
Hold
sit.
on. I have a
Oh.
I'm like, she's like, I have an itch.
Oh
I had an itch, babe.
Okay.